So now that we have an understanding of the journey a buyer goes through, we need to start applying that new knowledge to our queries. We need to start understanding the query a person does, what process or what stage in the buying funnel does that represent? Could we make any conclusions? That's the question we want to ask ourselves every time there's a query that's performed, and we're going to add a keyword into our account. So does this query give us information about about the buyer's funnel? Does the query a person performs in Google, does that give us information about where they are in the buyer journey? That's what we want to know. Now let's take a look at some of our example queries, and we'll ask ourselves, could we make any conclusions? So office chairs with lumbar support. Okay, what stage in the buyer journey would this person likely be in? You could take a second to think about that. So we know that they're beyond awareness, right? Because they clearly indicated to us that they're aware that a chair with lumbar support is what they need. They're looking for something very specific. They're looking for a chair with lumbar support. So they're aware of this construct. They're aware that there are chairs out there that have lumbar support, and the presumably the point of lumbar support is to help with back pain, or to help support your back to sit in a more ergonomic, healthy way. What about shop? Do we know that? Can we make any assumptions about them being in the shopping stage? What do you think? So I would say no. I would say there's not enough information here in this query specifically for us to assume they're in the shopping stage. Now, it's very possible that they are in the shopping stage. We don't know yet, but it could be they're still generating interest. It could be that they're not interested enough yet in the solution for us to assume they're in the shopping stage. So I would say it would place them somewhere in between, somewhere in the middle between interest and shopping, because we can't really know. We just have to make our best estimate. Now, let's take this next keyword. How can I fix my back problems after sitting all day? Okay, so how can I fix my back problems after sitting all day? What do you guys think this keyword here represents? So this is a pretty easy one. I think this is the awareness stage. Okay, so they didn't indicate to us that they want a chair. They didn't indicate to us that they're looking for a chair with lumbar support. They simply indicated to us that they're looking for a solution to back problems after sitting all day. And it's possible that they might be, getting close to that interest stage. So it might be towards the middle over here. But we don't really know for sure. So it's always better to err on the side of caution and to see if any of these keywords would convert. So it's not that it's a bad keyword to have in the account. It's all based on the goals of the account. We'll talk about that in a minute. How about this keyword? My back hurts at work. So this is definitely going to be towards the awareness stage as well. And that's something which is also not a high commercial intent keyword, but it's not necessarily a bad keyword. How about this keyword? My back hurts because I sit for too long in an uncomfortable chair. Now, this is also one of those a little bit ambiguous. It could be that they're still in the awareness stage. It could be that they're in the interest stage already, but they're definitely not shopping for chairs yet, right? They're definitely not looking for a chair. They didn't indicate to us that they want a chair, so it probably would fall somewhere between awareness and interest. How about the keyword Poppin Max Mid Back Task Chair? This is an easy one, guys. I hope you could quickly get the answer. And this is obviously in shop and probably pretty close to buy. Okay, so this is somebody who is using a brand term. They're using a product that we sell. It's really, really very, very direct and very close to buying. So right over here you have the brand and Max Mid Back task chair is the product name. So this is this is a term that we want to be very aggressive on, and it's obviously going to be easy to get that click, and we'll talk about why it's going to be easy. It has to do with quality score. It has to do with how Google recognizes your own branded terms. But just know that it's going to be something which is relatively easy to advertise for. So let's just clean this up here so we can get to our last keyword. And we have online desk chairs, and another keyword, websites that sell office chairs. So online desk chairs is somebody who is in the shopping campaign because they're in the shopping awareness, in the shopping stage of the buyer funnel, because they're clearly indicating to us that they're looking for a specific type of product, right? Now, we don't know how much commercial intent this is, but this is most likely going to be our sweet spot of keywords, right? We're going to want to be going after this range. People who are indicating to us that they're looking for what we offer. Now, if you remember in our keyword research stage, we found that these types of keywords are probably have the highest volume. So people with specific issues with lumbar support, people who are asking very specific questions about sitting all day, my back hurts at work, that might be too broad. This type of keyword is going to have the healthy mixture of intent and volume. We want keywords with volume so we can get some clicks, we can get some activity, we can send some traffic to our site, and we also want keywords with intent. So this type of keyword is going to be a sweet spot. And once again, this is a great one, right? Websites that sell office chairs right here. Websites that sell office chairs. That's even higher intent. So that's somebody who's specifically indicating to us that they're looking for a website. So that's the action keyword, and this is the action keyword, websites and sell. So these two words in the overall keyword, those are words that are indicating to us that they're looking to buy something, right? They're looking for a website, they're happy to buy online, and they're looking, they asked for websites that sell these chairs. So it's a really, really good keyword. Websites that sell office chairs, that's going to be in the shopping stage, closer to the buying stage. Now, all this good stuff, right? All these different stages in the buyer's funnel, what does it all mean ultimately? What does it mean to us as advertisers? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, and it's something which I'm sure you all have thought of by now, but we want to bid more money per click as we get further down in this funnel. The chances of us picking up a click when somebody types in, my back hurts at work, which is indicating to us they're in the awareness stage, it's going to be much less. It's going to be a much lower chance of us making a sale on a $300 office chair by showing an ad to somebody who clicks, who types into Google, my back hurts at work, and it'll be much more likely that we'll land a sale if somebody's in this buying stage or the shopping stage. If somebody's typing in cool office chairs or office chairs with lumbar support or colorful office chairs or rolling office chairs, those are going to be the keywords that will have a higher click-through rate, and they will also lead to more conversions. And that's what we want. A conversion for Poppin is going to be a sale. We're going to talk about conversions and the different types of conversions in a few chapters from now. We're going to get pretty deep into that and understand all the different types of conversions that are possible in Google AdWords. But a very important thing to know is that these are the keywords that are going to convert. These are the keywords that are going to actually drive sales. That doesn't mean that you don't want to always advertise on our other keywords. That doesn't mean that we should never be advertising on awareness and interest stage keywords. If the goals of our campaign is to generate awareness about our brand, then we do want to focus on awareness stage queries. So for example, we sat down with Poppin's director of marketing. They hired us as their digital agency, and they told us that they have $20,000 a month and they just want to generate awareness. They're not looking to get customers who are going to buy from them today or tomorrow. They're looking to just to become more present in the consciousness of the American consumer. And then we would really want to target these awareness keywords. We would want to buy traffic for people who indicate that they have a problem that we might be able to solve. So if somebody has an issue with their back, somebody types into Google, my office is so drab and so ugly and it has no color. So definitely we would want to get in front of those people and try to pick up traffic, because we don't know that they're going to want our solution for sure. But that's the type of person we would like to make aware of our services, because they might be interested. They didn't indicate to us that they're interested, but they might be interested. And then at that point, we would want to go after these awareness stages. So whether or not you want to bid is always, whether or not you want to bid on awareness, if you want to not bid on interest, if you want to only bid on shopping and buying, it's always based on the goals of the campaign. And we'll talk about setting up goals and understanding your goals and drafting your goals and how to come up with your goals. But the goals of the campaign, whether or not you want to drive sales, whether or not you want to drive newsletter signups, whether or not you want to drive phone calls, if you want to drive awareness, the goals of the campaign are going to tell you which one of these stages, or all or a few of them, do you want to be showing ads to. So always keep in mind the goals of the organization, the goals of the company, whether it be your company or the company that you're advertising for. And that's a very, very important thing when it comes to our awareness stage. Now we have a pretty good understanding of the buyer journey. We have an understanding of the different types of queries, right? We have the answers to the question itself, description of problem, description of cause, brand names, and informational. We could start thinking about keywords in different categories. We could start thinking about queries which are representative of different stages in the buyer journey. Now it's our job to make thematically related keyword groups, okay? And that's where we all started back in Excel. That's bringing us first full circle to where we began this chapter. We want to really be creating thematically related keyword groups. The reason we want to create thematically related keyword groups is twofold. One, it helps us in the eyes of Google. Google's algorithms care very much about how related the text of our ads are to the actual query a person typed into Google. They care a lot about that. It's also going to be more relevant in the eyes of the user. We want the user to look at our ad and have a feeling of, hey, this is answering my question. This company seems to be providing the exact information that I'm looking for. They have the unique, specific solution to my specific issue. They're going to solve my frustration. That's what we want the text of our ad and the images of our ad when we get involved in the display network. That's what we want our ads to make a person feel, and it's extremely important that we accomplish that. The only way that we're going to be able to get specific enough is that if we only have keywords of one theme in one ad group. So we have a list of keywords all based on one theme in one ad group with specific ad text catering to just those keywords, which will be triggered by similar queries. Now, you're probably thinking, what are you talking about themes? What are you saying? Themes, groups, themes, what are themes? So let's go ahead, jump back into Excel and start talking about themes. But that will be getting involved in keyword organization. We're no longer going to be in keyword planning. This keyword planning concept is going to overlap at the end of keyword organization once we start thinking about our bids. So we'll get back to that. But the next sensible stage is to talk about keyword organization, which is going to be figuring out what are themes, what are our themes, and how we're going to organize our keywords and build out very, very professional and very, very effective ad groups. So we're going to do that right away in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I am looking forward to seeing you very soon back in Microsoft Excel in a few seconds. Talk to you guys soon.